Hello guys, Adam aka Insane X Lewis, and today in this insane video I'm going to be doing a top 5 WTF moments on The Flash Season 2 Episode 11. And yeah, it was a perfect episode. Like, just to say before we get into the top 5 WTF moments, I'd rate this episode a 9.0. And yeah, like I said already, it's such a perfect episode. And if you've caught up to The Flash and not watched this episode yet, I'll tell you now, you've got a lot of things to look forward to on this episode. So let's get into the top 5 WTF moments, shall we? So to start things off with number 5 WTF moment is going to be an emotional one. It's with Iris and her mother in the hospital, you know, and it really is emotional. But yeah, they're in the hospital. Iris is like, before then, Joe was there, and Joe thinks that it's not that long before she dies of McGregor syndrome. And she said in the previous episode that she was in, most ex-drug addicts get McGregor's syndrome and they die, and you can clearly tell that she's gonna die. But yeah, Iris goes to the hospital. She's there. She's talking to her, and she's saying Iris is saying that she wished she met her sooner in her life with Wally, so they can be all a family again, and she can just forgive her at that then, because Iris wasn't really happy when she came to Central City at season 2 on one of the first few episodes, I think, and yeah, but Iris forgives her right now, and Iris can tell that she's gonna die too, and that's why it's an emotional scene. You can clearly see that Iris breaks down because she leaves the room, and then you see Frances. She says thanks. She says thank you, and she cries too, because then she knows that her child's forgiven her, and it's just an emotional scene. It's a great work by the actors, Candice Patton and Vanessa Williams as well. That's the mother, and Candice Patton is the daughter. But yeah, they did a great job. They have the great chemistry, and yeah, and that's one reason why I picked this at number 5 WTF moment. Number 4 WTF moment is going to be about the Reverse Flash tries to learn about Barry Allen and what time he is from. I just want to say before we get into this that there's going to be a lot of time travel to explain about with what's going on with them changing things on the show, because of course with the time travel element now being in the show, it's going to be a bit complicated, and some viewers might be like, huh, wasn't he erased from existence? Yes, but they explain that, and I've added that on one of my top number moments, WTF moments. But anyway, yeah, Eobard's plan at the beginning, the whole thing with the truck, that was Eobard. He done that by purpose, but he done that because Eobard does not know anything about Barry Allen and only knows about the Flash, but is obsessed with trying to figure out what time period the Flash is from. And ever since he found out about the Flash, he has been obsessed. Like, near to the end of the episode, Barry asks him why does he hate him so much. It's because he found out about the Flash at a young age and always wanted to be the Flash. But then when you duplicate the accident, and he, like, part of the Speed Force, you get time travel, of course, and he found out that he was destined to be the arch nemesis of the Flash. So basically, like, the opposite of the Flash, the reverse of the Flash. So yeah, he's obsessed with Barry a lot, and that's why I add this to my number 4 WTF moment. So number 3 WTF moment is when Harrison Wells from Earth 2, aka Harry that they call him, yeah, he advanced and upgraded Cisco's vibing powers with the goggles that they had from season 1. Like, there's a new, like, they added like new plastic and shit on it, like plastic or whatever. I don't know what stuff they used yet, but there's like an entire new model of it. That's what's called model. Like, it's black and it lights up green when he uses them and puts them on. But yeah, when he goes in, like, when he puts them on, he goes straight into vibe mode. And I like this. This is what Cisco says. I quote, Cisco says this: "I'm in full-on vibe mode right now," and I laughed my head off. But yeah, also, this is how they find out that the Reverse Flash might kill Christina McGee, who is the owner of Mercury Labs. But yeah, we find that out from Cisco, and he's going to be a very valuable and known character in season 2. He was a valuable character in season 1, but he's gonna be full on vibe. Like, in season 2 he's going to figure out his powers a bit more, and he's, like I said, he's going to be even more of a useful character now. And he always was useful in season 1, but he's going to be more useful with the powers that he's got. And yeah, he's going to be more useful because he will know who comes from Earth 2 and the other Earths. You never know, they might add someone from Earth 3, you never know. But yeah, that's why I thought I'd add this to my number 3 moment, because it's like a vibe moment, and that's why I added it to my number 3 WTF moments. Let's get on to number 2. My number 2 WTF moment is going to be when Harrison Wells, aka Harry from Earth 2, is explaining about the Time Remnant, and I quote that Wells says this, so I'll quote it now. Eobard was in the speed bubble, protecting him like a bomb shelter, keeping him alive and his timeline intact, known as a timeline remnant. And then after that he draws the first middle bubble being present day, which is now here obviously, the second bubble, which is to the right of the first bubble, being the future bubble, the time from where Thorn comes from, and then the past bubble, which is the moment that the Star Labs crew erased Eobard from existence. After Harry showing us that example, we then get another quote from him, which I will tell you now. Since Thorn is from the future, this is where his timeline begins. That's why he's still alive. This Thorn has not yet travelled back in time to kill Barry's mother. He's here now, in this time period, for the first time. So yeah, that's the quote, and that explains why in the beginning of like I picked this as Thorn's origin is like top number 5 or 4 in this video. But yeah, it just explains that he's not. It's like from season 1, he knows who the Flash is, he knows his real name, he knows Barry and stuff. But it shows that Eobard right now does not know a thing about the Flash's identity or anything like that. But it shows that he knows who Joe is, who Cisco is, and stuff like that. So he knows them, and that's how it explains from season 1 how he knows them all. And yeah, I just thought I'd put this as my number 2 WTF, because it was really good at how they explained the Time Remnant, on how Eobard, aka the Reverse Flash, returned, and plus it was mind blowing. That's another reason why I added this to number 2 WTF moment. So yeah, Harry, which is Tom Cavanagh's character, he did a great job, and CW does a good job of explaining this kind of stuff. If you remember back at not that long before season 2 aired again, Victor Garber explained to Star Labs crew that the theory of the multiverse, which is like Earth 1 and Earth 2. So CW does a great job of that. And now we'll get into my number 1 WTF moment. So number 1 WTF moment is Jay Garrick's double ganger. It's called Hunter Zolomon on Earth 1. And when I seen that, I was like, whoa, that's a big one. You're doing quite big things on this show, man. Like you're moving from Reverse Flash to Zoom. Now you're hunting. Now you're you're freaking saying that Jay Garrick's double gang on Earth 1 is Hunter Zolomon, like foreshadowing, maybe saying that Jay Garrick's double ganger could be Zoom. And if any of you don't know who Hunter Zolomon is, I'm going to explain his origin to you now. This is Hunter Zolomon's origin story, or how he transformed into Zoom from the comics, just to let you know. So, Hunter Zolomon was severely injured in the attacks by Gorilla Grodd and Iron Heights. The injuries left Hunter paralysed from the waist down. He asked Wally West if he could use the time travelling machine, which in the comics is the cosmic treadmill. So I don't know if that would be a machine, but yeah, that's how he travels from time to time in the comics, from the cosmic treadmill. And at this time he's in the Flash Museum, so he asked him to do that so he could prevent him from being paralysed. But Wally West, of course, refusing, because it could damage the time stream, because that could be like a big point in time for him to be paralysed. He's like a fixed point in time. Yeah, that's what I was looking for. A fixed point in time for him to be paralysed. But yeah, of course, Zolomon then broke into the museum and attempted to use the treadmill himself. Then resulting, the explosion destroyed the museum and shifted Hunter's connection to the time. He could now alter his personal timeline, giving the effect his super speed. So then, yeah, I think that is how Hunter Zolomon became or transformed into Zoom, which, to let you know, in the comics is a Wally West Reverse Flash. So if you don't get me, I'll explain now. It's like Barry Allen's Reverse Flash is Eobard Thawne. Jay Garrick's Reverse Flash is Zoom in a TV show. And Wally West's Reverse Flash is Hunter Zolomon. But in the TV show, they're like using certain bits from the comics, but it's not like the origin story or a character from the comics. They're just using that name for a character in the TV show. So yeah, that's his origin story, and that's one reason why I put this as number 1 WTF moment. It's such a big name drop. Like, I was like, what the hell's going on here? The CW are doing a great job, like at using them, this kind of stuff and that. And yeah, this is why I picked this as number 1 WTF moment. So if you guys have enjoyed this video, please give this video a thumbs up. I would really appreciate it. And also subscribe to me on here as well, thank you. And I'd really appreciate if you go and follow me on Twitter, and we can talk about Flash and other stuff that I got upcoming, like Walking Dead when that comes back on. And go and follow me on Twitch, why not? I might do a live stream today, and Call of Duty Black Ops 3 Zombies. And yeah, it's been a good one, guys. I'm sorry if I've had I don't know what's wrong with me today speaking, like saying top 1, top 3 and that. I'm really sorry about that. And yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed this video, like I said, and I'll see you guys in a flash. Take it easy, guys. Peace.